In tonight's State of the Union address, President Obama unveiled a host of new plans for the last 2 years of his presidency. But with a Republican-controlled Congress, do these plans have a chance? I'm Shannon Ray-Green, and I'm here with USA Today politics editor Paul Singer for a reality check. Now, you always hear about bipartisanship in these types of speeches, but the reality is hyperpartisanship, isn't that right?
Yeah, pretty much. There's not a lot that the Republicans are going to agree to. I think you will see Obama may get some support for his plan to come to Congress and ask for authority to use military force in Syria and Iraq against the Islamic State terror group. Maybe something on trade, a little something on a trade agreement. He might be able to get Republican support. But other than that, enormous amounts of partisan divide across most of Obama's agenda.
There was a lot of talk about the middle class, tripling the child care tax credit, offering 7 days of paid sick leave for more workers. How likely is that to get through?
Not very. I mean, the sick leave for workers is an interesting thing. When you think about it, it seems like a fairly simple and fairly small issue. But for Republicans in Congress, that amounts to getting involved in the contract between an employer and their employee. They argue that it makes it harder for employers to offer jobs, makes it more expensive to offer a job to an employee, and it gives employees sort of less choice about what they want in terms of benefits package. So Republicans are really opposed to meddling, as they say, in that kind of agreement between a worker and an employer.
Another item the president talked about tonight was for students, reducing the cost of community college. He says to zero.
Right.
What are the chances of that?
Pretty slim, and it's interesting about that one is that now you're really talking about a money issue. It's somewhere in the range of $60 billion it would cost to reduce community college to zero for several million people. I think the issue that you get to is how do you pay for that, and Obama's plan is to pay for that and these other tax cuts through raising taxes on the rich primarily and closing a bunch of corporate loopholes.